Shit. I'm the one calling the shots. I don't get stuck in the box. Feel like I've been through a lot.
Alright, first of all, welcome. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Today we have a video from Doucette talking about Tristan Lee demons. So this video interests me when I saw it on my feed. Is Doucette talking about supernatural things? I have not seen him talk about things like this before. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what exactly this video entails.
No matter how rich you are, how good looking you are, how famous you are, how many people you've connected with, you'll always have those demons that you fight.
Be proactive with your health, but don't take it too far. Tristan was trying to be perfect. No one needs to be perfect. Halfway there. Be the best version of yourself. Coach Greg, and in today's video, Tristan Lee is done with the carnivore diet. I hate to say I told you so, but I certainly told you so. For years, guy's been struggling eating carnivore. He's tried to maintain single-digit body fat, and he could only do it for so long. His health was deteriorating.
To have some serious bacon in the bank to be able to afford a carnivore diet. Keep that in mind, guys, if you guys want a carnivore diet. How much does a steak cost right now, including inflation?
He never felt good. He developed body dysmorphia, and it's been with him for years. But finally, he's had an epiphany. Why am I not eating carbs? And if you don't believe me, look no further than his Instagram. He's posting stories talking about exactly what he's eating. And so you can see meal two, something we thought we'd never see, 325 grams of sweet potato, 125 grams of zucchini. And of course, he's continued to eat meats and so on, but it was great to see that he's actually consuming carbs. Not only that, we see he's also consuming carbs in the form of an intra-workout drink during his workouts. And so he's consuming carbs before, during, and after his workouts. And so Tristan Lee, keeping it real with all of us, he reposts a post he made back from 2018. Some real shit I battled for the past years. Still do to a certain degree. Well, yeah, no kidding, but in comparison to how bad he had it back then, he's considering what he does now to be normal. In my opinion, as you watch what he eats and how strict he is in his diet, his lifestyle, it's clear that he continues to have problems. But in comparison to how bad they were in the past, he's getting a lot better. And so in seeing that he's no...
See, I would like to know what his testosterone levels are at having such a low body fat for such a long period of time, because they say that trying to have a low body fat for a long period of time is going to bring down your testosterone levels. I wonder if he suffered any of those side effects. But
no longer a carbophobe. He actually allows himself to eat sweet potatoes, vegetables, and so on. And that it's okay to eat when you're hungry, to consume carbs before, during, and after a workout. But all I can say is I'm in a better place mentally and physically than I've been in a long time. And so imagine the pressure to be Tristan Lee, to be sub 5% body fat, to follow a carnivore diet as a teenager. I think body positivity is knowing your flaws, but loving yourself enough to try to consistently improve. Not necessarily accepting negative aspects of yourself. And so yes, to me being body positive isn't just to say, yeah, I don't like this and I'm just going to do jack shit about it and just accept it. Being body positive is about positively impacting your body. If you're doing something unhealthy.
Yeah, 100%. The body positivity movement is completely erroneous. They say that they are body positive because they're obese and they don't care. But that's actually body negativity, because in order for you to really practice self-love, you're going to want what's best for yourself. And being obese obviously is not what's best for yourself. It's one of the worst possible things you can do for your physical and mental health. And it shortens your lifespan dramatically. So I agree with that point. Another thing that's another point that really goes on another tangent, but they say that when you're in a fasted state of mind or in a ketogenesis state, that you have higher cognitive abilities. And I wonder if he feels any different cognitively now that he's consuming carbs. Now, I've never been in a 100% carb-free diet to really know what it feels like, but that's one thing that I wonder. But then again, if his testosterone levels would be lower because he's not consuming enough carbs, then he might have higher cognitivity now that he is. I mean, then again, he's most likely taking testosterone because I don't think he would be able to maintain that low of a body fat and maintain that much muscle. It's pretty much impossible because his testosterone levels would continue to go down from the lack of fat on his body. But yeah, who knows? Everybody's different.
Healthy, something wrong, and you're body positive, well, you're going to try and stop doing that. You can't be perfect. Everyone has slip-ups, everyone has cheat meals and so on. But if you really care about your body, you're going to do things that are proactive towards being healthy. And so Tristan Lee, no longer following carnivore, no longer forcing himself to do over 20,000 steps a day, no longer believing he has to be sub 5% body fat to be accepted. And so what can happen if this goes wrong? Well, remember William Lee? Has anyone heard from him? He's not posting anything. Had hundreds of millions of views on many of his videos, yet he doesn't post anymore. He didn't like his physique. He didn't think he was lean enough. And in my opinion, if you believe that you need to have single-digit body fat to be accepted by the world, then this is not healthy. Your mental health is suffering and you need to talk to someone about it. It's okay not to be satisfied to a certain extent. Just don't take it to the point where you hate yourself or your body. Some people think it's excessive to critique small things like getting your quads up, or for me, my chest. It's not about destroying self-confidence. It's about creating the best possible body and best possible lifestyle. And so in Tristan's case, he's not happy with the size of his chest, but it shouldn't ruin his life. He shouldn't have to cover his body up just because he doesn't have a big chest. And so if you're out there watching this, you don't think you have enough muscle or that you're not lean enough and that you refuse to take your shirt off on the beach or even go to the beach because you feel your standards are too high and you don't live up to them, well, try and figure it out. Try and make changes. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect and simply strive to be the best version of yourself.
So tomorrow I'm going for surgery, basically.
That's amazing advice. And see, personally, I'm 33 years old. I don't weigh my food. I don't even consume small amounts of food. I actually eat a lot of food. But what I do is I just don't eat processed food. I eat foods that are basically cooked from scratch. And that'll help you a lot with keeping your weight low. It makes a huge difference. So just like vegetables, meats, carbs, but not too many processed carbs, you know. It's really not as difficult as it seems. I mean, my body fat isn't that low either. I mean, you can see my abs a little bit, but I'm happy with not having such an extreme body. Then again, I am not a bodybuilder, so you have different standards, but just for like a healthy body or a body, maybe you're going for being attractive to women, it really just takes a healthy lifestyle. You don't have to be too extreme. Oh man, I'll show you real quick. Got a little bit of fat, you know. You can see my abs a little bit. Got some fat here. Got some fat here. You know, whatever. I mean, if would I diet down and lose a bit of fat if I were to go like on vacation on the beach or something? Yeah, but honestly, I only diet for like, I don't know, 4 weeks, and basically I just slightly lower the amount of food that I eat. I don't do anything very extreme. Maybe do a little bit more cardio. I mean, right now I'm doing crazy amounts of cardio because I'm training for a marathon, but I'm also eating a lot in order to compensate for the extra cardio that I'm doing to not lose muscle, which is why I've gained a bit of fat. So, but yeah, I mean, having such an extreme body all year round is going to bring more problems than it does good. If you're going to diet down, take advantage of that time when you're shredded and take all the pictures you want to take, and then go ahead and for the rest of the year try to maintain more of a normal body structure, and you'll be happier. I mean, as far as fat is concerned, I mean, to be honest, women don't even like those extremes. So if you're doing it for being attractive, women don't even like those extremes of like tons of veins and stuff like that. That's more of a thing that other men would see and say, oh, that's cool, you look like a superhero. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind.
I have 2 hernias and a condition called diastasis recti. As a result of this condition, it's caused for me to have insecurities. I'm very reluctant to take my shirt off.
And so think of it. Noel Diesel's a professional bodybuilder who weighs about 300 pounds. He's got close to 4 million followers on Instagram. Everyone loves Noel Diesel, yet he won't take his shirt off. And you know why he won't take his shirt off? I had a couple hernias. Didn't like the way his abdominals looked. How many of you would trade places with Noel Diesel in a heartbeat? You're thinking, if I could look as good as Noel Diesel with a hernia, I'm doing it. He can't go to a pool, ocean, take the shirt off, and act normally. And so no matter how amazing your body looks, no matter how great you get, people can often suffer from body dysmorphia.
I battle myself mentally, and there's no reward to that. There's no purpose or fulfillment in getting 1% body fat leaner. You have to be doing it for yourself. I've been through my fair share of struggles and adversities, and everybody goes through this. No matter how rich you are, how good looking you are, how famous you are, how many people you've connected with, you'll always have those demons that you fight. And until you find a way to fulfill yourself and be happy with yourself as you are, but also want to better yourself, that's when you'll truly be happy. Otherwise, it's all fleeting.
To the rest of the world, that person looks amazing. But to them,
yeah, it's definitely a double-edged sword when you're talking about being attractive as being a advantage in life, because a lot of people that are considered attractive, they start to see that as their identity, and when things go the other way, it's a distress. It's a very big distress. It's a lot of pressure. And it actually may cause more insecurity in the long run than somebody who's considered less attractive. So you have to be able to see both sides of the coin. Not everything that is positive is 100% positive. Everything has its negative and its positive. It's yin and it's yang. That's always a part of reality in life. There's nothing that's like to say this is better than that, because everything has its struggle, right? Because I know, say maybe you're considered unattractive and you feel some kind of envy towards people that are considered more attractive. Understand that they also have their struggles. Maybe in their 20s feeling really good about themselves, but as time goes on, the aging process and becoming less attractive is actually causing them extreme insecurity, and they become identified with that. That's why you see so many people that do like these crazy plastic surgeries and stuff when they get old, and they end up looking crazy instead of just sort of embracing what life is going to give you. You know, so it's a double-edged sword, definitely. So I agree. Greg Doucette made some really good points on this video. Tristan Lee made some good points, and just seeing that other bodybuilder, he's insecure about taking his shirt off even though he looks better than almost all the men on earth, it really puts into perspective what kind of anxiety society thinking that you're attractive can put on you, because then you feel like if you don't maintain that image, you're almost disappointing society or losing part of your identity. It's a difficult thing. But that wraps up the video for today. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.